Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to take a look at the Dracthyr dragon model and all of the customization options which are available in Dragonflight. Yes, the Dracthyr. This is Dragonflight Alpha. But before we take a look at the Dracthyr, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming World of Warcraft, Dragonflight Alpha Beta, Wrath of the Lich King Beta, all that good stuff, guys, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, this is the Dracthyr model, the brand new race of Dragonflight, which is a dragon model. It does have a visage form or a mortal form as well, and I will have a customization video for that form as well up on the channel literally right now, so I'll leave a link in the top right of this video right now or in the description. I'm going to upload them at the same time. But yeah, it's pretty damn exciting. So yeah, there is male and female available for the visage form. However, the actual dragon form is the same for males and females. There are a ton of customization options, so let's just jump into it. So obviously as well, just as a side note, the Dracthyr can only be evokers. Evoker is the class of the Dracthyr. So let's take a look at some of the options for the Dracthyr dragon model. So this is the model right here. It is pretty large and it is pretty cool looking, and there are a ton of customization options. Like, I can't even begin to explain how many there are, and this is why I had to split up into two videos, otherwise the actual video would be like 4 hours long. So this is the dragon model right here. This is where you're going to be spending primarily a lot of your time in combat in this form. So let's talk about skin color first and foremost. There are 15 to choose from. You have a red, you have a kind of darky brown color. You have a bronze dragon color. Now you can see there's some purple there. The purple is changeable as well, which we'll explain in a moment. But yeah, this is the actual initial skin color of your Dracthyr. You have a yellow, you have a green, you have a kind of another version of green. You have another green as well, like a teal. You have blue, a darker blue, purple, like Spyro the Dragon. You have maroon, you have pink, kind of a darky blue color. Silver, and a white one. I do like the white one. I think it's really cool. This is one that was revealed. Well, all those skin colors were revealed recently in a blue post, but yeah, the white one is super cool. So you have the accent color strength here. So you have strong, medium, subtle, or none. So if you do none, you can obviously see the skin color a little bit better here. But if you do strong, you can see this accent color option does come up, and there are 11 of these to choose from, as you can see, and these obviously do affect the kind of stomach and the wings and things like that on the Dracthyr. So you really do get some interesting combinations here with that. So yeah, you can get like a, you know, bronze and pink or something like that. But yeah, the accent color is more of like a more pastel-y colors as opposed to kind of the brighter colors for the skin color. But again, that could be kind of chosen in a certain strength. So you have, you know, as I said, medium, subtle, or none. Which is really cool there. You also have face options. You actually only have 3 face options of the Dracthyr here. They're very subtle, to be honest. Not much going on there, but there is a lot more options in regards to how much you can customize the face. But this is actually just the initial face options here. Now, the visage form is completely separate to the Dracthyr as well, so you don't need to worry too much about that. It's not like the original Worgen or anything like that. They are completely separate customization options. So let's talk about the snout now. There are a lot of different snout options. There are 18 to choose from for the Dracthyr. So let's go through these. You have Awakened, you have Slayer, you have Worm, you have Whelp, you have Sizon, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce that. You have Drake. Now, the cool thing as well, it does change the front, as you can see as well. So as you move it around, it is more of a side profile thing, though. You have Ancient, which I love. I love Ancient. Like, the differences between that is huge. You have Regal. You have Horned, so it adds a little horn there onto the snout there, which is awesome to see. You have Stone. You have Guardian, Raptor, Primal, Rhino, again, another horn, Serpent, Basilisk, Shimanda, which is awesome. Look, it adds this extra little horn here on the chin there. Probably pronounced that wrong as well. And Barbed, which adds some extra sort of bits on the chin as well, just like the other one. So yeah, lots of different options there for the snout for the Dracthyr dragon form. And as I said, you know, it does change the silhouette of your character, which is one of the more important things when it comes to character creation. So for horns, again, speaking of silhouette, there are 20, yes, 20 different options for horns. So you can have none. Yeah, if you really want to look like a big snake, that is an option you can have. So you have Swept, you have Sleek, you have Coiled, you have Ridged, which is kind of like a traditional sort of dragon look. We're going to kind of change the angle there a little bit. You have Sickle, which is like a ram of sorts. You have Plated, Thorns, Curled, Curved, Hook, which is awesome, Bolt, which is like lightning bolts, Subtle, which are just the little ones there. Low stag, high stag, broken, which adds a broken horn there, which is really cool to see. Arched, which are just huge, massive horns there, which are awesome. You have grand, again, even taller horns, making your character even bigger than it already is. Jagged, which are just these massive horns there, which are so cool. And, of course, Scythe, which are just kind of big, long sort of horns that look great, honestly. Honestly, all of those options are fantastic. I think none is hilarious, by the way. It just looks super jarring. But it is cool to have that option. And again, we're only just getting started on the options here for the Dracthyr, the dragon model. It is insane. So you also have horn color, so you can actually have 15 different horn colors. Now this does affect all of the horns on the Dracthyr dragon, so you can see the horns around the neck and on the back and the front and things. So if you were to use a snout like the rhino one, this does affect that color there, as you can see. So you have this black one, you have this kind of darker one, you have blue, sort of red color there, you have a brown, kind of a silvery gray, kind of a light gold, I guess, of sorts. Yeah, a bronze color, a very bright, vibrant color, and they just get brighter and brighter. You have a green option. Yeah, it's already looking pretty ridiculous. Bright blue, and of course, bright yellow, which is awesome. Bright blue is super fun, because you actually, yeah, we'll see with the Visage form in the Visage video, but you can pretty much use all of these colors and customizations on your Visage form as well, so if you did want to have them kind of similar, that is something you can do. You also have horn jewelry. This is not available, obviously, for all the horns, but you can have guard, you can have bands, chains, which adds this little chain to the horns, and again, that is kind of the options you have. And as I said, that is not available for all the horn styles, similar to like the Draenei and things like that, but you can have them for certain horn styles, and it does obviously pop up as and when that is an option. So yeah, there you go. That is what you can have for kind of the head options there. So let's move into, well, more face options, because it just keeps going. It just keeps going. There's so much here. Let's just randomize it a little bit there so we can get a different color there. So we have jewelry color here. This controls all of the kind of horn spikes and jewelry that is around the Dracthyr, as you can see, and that is there's 5 options to choose from there, which do change the kind of crystal color and the color of the jewelry. You have an option for ears. You have 12 different options for ears, so you can have none. You can have little nubs, so you can see in there, there's like this little nub there, which is hilarious. You can have neutral, notched, winged, short fin, long fin, short spikes, long spikes, short horn, medium horn, and a long horn. So you can actually add more horns into the ear section if you like, or you can just have ears, whatever you like, really. I think that's kind of cool. As I said, there's so many different options for the Dracthyr that really do change its silhouette, which I think is most important here for the race. So let's just go with long horn for that one. We have a crest here. This is the kind of area on the back of the Dracthyr, as you can see. So this is there's a few options here. There's 10 options in total, so you have none, you have small fin, you have medium, you have large fin, so that's kind of like an interesting option. As I said, there's fins here as well, so you can kind of get it mix and matching if you like. You can have more horns, you can have razors, spiked horns, thorns, bone, kind of like a backbone. Looks super badass. I absolutely love that. And scales, if you really do want to have that as well. You can have scales on the back of the neck of the Dracthyr. You now have brow as well. So brow has clean. You have thorns, so you can have like spiky eyebrows. You can have fins on your eyebrows, or you can have bones, which is interesting, which kind of matches the cheekbone option, as you can see here. So you can also have clean there. Thorns, which is a spike, and again, bone. So again, you can match them together and get some really cool combinations, or you can just kind of go nuts with it and have it however you like. You also have a cheek option here. So you have clean, which is nothing. You have horns, which you can have just here on the side. If you can see there, just there is where it's changing it. You can have fins, and you can have thorns. So yeah, it just seems like the same sort of options just around kind of the head area. But again, you know, you don't have to have the same ones. You can go nuts with it, which is super fun. You also have throat as well, so you have 6 options here. So you can have none, you can have a small fin, you can have a medium fin, just trying to get a good angle there, large fin, as you can see on the thing there, thorns, and spines, which is the final option. I love spines because it is like an extension of the skin there of the Dracthyr, which I think looks really, really cool. So yeah, they're the options there. Let's move into more like, you know, eyes and things like that. This is still head options. 3 different sections for the head. It is absolutely wild the amount of options you have for the Dracthyr. So you have eyesight, so this is both, you can have both left, right, or neither, which makes you blind in a choice of eye, which is new actually. You don't have that on other races as a separate option, you just have it as an eye color option, so this is really cool to see. that. So you can choose that if you'd like. Obviously, you have both. You have eye colors. So you have 14 to choose from, all very, very unique, ranging from kind of gold to red to pink to purple to blue to green to yellow, and of course white and kind of a darky color. Now, what's really cool about the eyes is you could choose the type of eye style. So you can have a slit, you can have a cross, as you can see with the eye there, or you can have it just glow. Very menacing there. So yeah, there's 3 different options to have the kind of way that you have your eyes. And again, those options are something that you will see on the Visage form as well. You can also have patterns on your face. So as you can see, you have none. You have a sear. You can have a singe, a scorch, or a smolder, which definitely affects a lot more of the body of the Dracthyr there as well. As you can see, it goes all the way across that front there. You also have face markings. So you have none. You can have truth, myth, oath, and wrath. Again, just kind of like subtle little details there for the Dracthyr. Moving into the next part, this is more body options. So you do actually have a body size slider. Yes, you have a body size slider for the Dracthyr. You can have 1, which is the smaller Dracthyr. You have 2, you have 3, and you have 4, which is the bulkiest option. As you can see, it does kind of get pretty big when you're kind of jumping between them. I know the kind of request of the community right now is to have like the huge options, like have them like massive and bulky, and I agree. I definitely think that would be an awesome addition. This is the first build of Alpha, so we will get changes over time. But yeah, this is the 4 options that are currently available for the Dracthyr. You also have torso spikes, so you can see that there. That kind of jumps off and off, and that, again, changes the silhouette of your character, adding some more 3D assets there, which is really cool. You can add some arm spikes as well if you like, so as you can see, just kind of a very subtle sort of addition there on the forearms. You can have spikes or no spikes. You also have a checkbox for leg spikes, so you can have that, as you can see on the thighs. That's something that is another option. You can have a body pattern, so this chooses the pattern of your Dracthyr, similar to the face pattern. So you have ash, you have char, you have smoke, and you have cinder. Again, just kind of depending on how much kind of like darker patches you would like on your Dracthyr. You also have body markings as well. Similar sort of situation here. So you have none, you have truth, you have myth, oath, and of course wrath. And marking color, you can even choose the color of these markings. As I said at the beginning of the video, you can have purple, you can have it kind of browny, you can have it yellow. It's very customizable, and especially when you get into some of those different skin colors, you can really make it look like super unique and different. Like, look at that. That's certainly something. That's certainly something. So a lot of customization in the kind of body and face of the Dracthyr. Just so many different options. As you can see, just flicking through the randomizer here, it is pretty wild. But that's not it. That is not it, ladies and gents. What about gear? Yes, the Dracthyr do not show gear. However, they do show shoulders and they do show belts as of this build. So that's how that works. But you do choose in the dressing room, and this is changeable on the barbershop as well, gear. Certain pieces of gear. So you can choose a helm. So you can have a crown. You can have a visor, which is kind of an addition to the crown. You can have a gallia, I think that's pronounced something like that. Or a shako, which is more of a hood. As you can see, it kind of clips through the horns a little bit there. You can have shoulders. So as I said, you can have shoulders on the Dracthyr. So if you transmog shoulders, it will just replace these shoulders. But you can have wings, or you can have spaulders, which is an option there. For chest, you have 3 options. You have regal, scaleborn, or traditional. And these are 3D assets. As you can see, they kind of match really nicely together, actually. And do really change up your Dracthyr quite a lot. Again, this is something you don't have to have, but you can have it if you like. You can also have a breastplate, so you can change up some armor on the chest. You can have regal or aegis, just there, which is really cool. Upper arms, you can have wings, or you can have rear braces, I think that's pronounced, as an option just in the upper arms. Lower arms, you can have bangles, van braces, sleeves, talons, which is definitely my personal favorite, or braces if you'd like to have that. But yeah, talons is super cool. Wing jewelry as well, so you can have talons on the end of the wings, as you can see just there. And again, that is changeable from the coloration options. Or you can have rings. You can actually have piercings on your wings. No further wing customizations beyond that, though, unfortunately. But those are the 2 options you can have on your wings. And finally, over to some more gear options. You can see waist here, so you have regal, scaleborn, or traditional. Again, you could kind of put all these sets together, or you can mix and match as much as you like. Breech cloth, so you can have regal, Scaleborn or Traditional, as you can see, which looks really cool. Kind of like a little extra kind of tabard area. They all do really match like nicely together anyway, so it doesn't really matter which ones you choose. For thighs, you can have Chains, Ornate, Stealth, Scaleborn, or Tassets. But yeah, look how much our Dracthyr looks different already from just simply messing around with this. Like, it's actually nuts, it really is. For feet, you can have Talons, you can have Anklets, or you can have Greaves. I'm going to go with Talons because that looks super cool. Armor color, so you can actually change the color of all of this. So yeah, you've got a bunch of options. You have a red and gold, you have a bluey color, you have a kind of bronze color, you have a greeny color, black and gold, white, which looks amazing, black, green, purple, and of course red. So that is interchangeable, and that changes all of the items and the customization colors of the Dracthyr, which is super cool. Tail options as well. For some reason the tail options are in here, I don't know why, but yeah, you have Bear, you have Curtail, you have Flail, you have Fin, you have Heart, Club, Diamond, and Spade. And yeah, there you go, there's some options for your tail there, as you can see. And the tail ridge, you can have none, you can have fins, or you can have spikes on this little area here. And that is all of the options for the Dracthyr. Yeah, it is insane. It is, I honestly, you know, this is, you know, alpha, the first build. This is the first build we're seeing this dragon form, and it is absolutely wild the amount of customization you can put into these Dracthyr. Personally, I wouldn't mind if you could have actual gear on them as well, but as I said, you can have shoulders. That is transmoggable in-game, and as of right now, belts, it looks like kind of works, so I'm not sure if that's a kind of work-in-progress thing going on there, but it does look like shoulders and belts are the two items you will be able to see on your dragon model, if you would like. Obviously, it's an option. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is all of the options for the Dracthyr dragon model. As I said, I do have a video on the Visage form. If you want to look at the humanoid forms for the Dracthyr, please do check out that video in the description. That'd be very much appreciated. Let me know what you think of the Dracthyr, what you think of the dragon model. Does it look goofy? Do you like it? Do you think it's cool? Personally, I think it is a little bit crazy. I think it's going to be a bit jarring seeing it in World of Warcraft along with the other races, but I think over time we're going to get used to it, and having all of these customization options is super cool, and I'm really looking forward to kind of playing around with it and making my Dracthyr unique to me, and I think that's so cool. I think that's fun. So yeah, good stuff. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members. And as I said, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight Alpha Beta, Wrath of the Lich King Beta, all of that good stuff, guys, we're going to be doing a lot of testing on stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to check me out, guys, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.